No. No.
No, 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 no. Go home to mommy. Go home. Bye. Go home to mommy. Go home to mommy.
What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Trump just dropped a very, very spicy meatball into the pot that would affect more than 2/3 of Americans in a positive way, at a level of financial freedom and impact that's literally never been seen in this country, at least in my lifetime, and maybe in anybody's lifetime. And also, the champagne socialists are really upset about Trump's tariffs. The media has finally found something that they can use as a cudgel against Trump, because most people hear tariffs and just automatically assume higher prices, even though that's not what this is about. I understand people's kind of visceral reaction to things costing more, but for the most part, nothing has increased in price. By the way, eggs have gone down, gas has gone down, the things we actually buy. People faking outrage over champagne is wild to me. But let's take a look at the biggest thing, which is President Trump now seeking to eliminate all taxes for Americans who earn under $150,000 a year, which is, I got to think, most Americans. Also, huge shout out to everyone who's helping me with this big push on Amazon. One last time, I'd love to try and get us over 1,000 reviews. All of our delicious coffee is now, all of our K-Cups are now available for free next day shipping on Amazon. Gingerbread, which I highly recommend. The medium roast, blueberry, dark roast, strawberry. You can even scroll down and get our 72 pack. And there's a secret gingerbread one in here that you can get 20% off the case. So get that. I mean, I don't know if you'll be the first to get there, but our other cases are also discounted if you already like the coffee. But what I'm trying to do is get to 1,000 reviews. Also, our ground and whole bean is available there too. I need to get to 1,000 reviews. So once you get it, please come back, scroll down here, write a customer review. If you can include pictures, that would be even better. You don't have to, but please help me compete against Bones Coffee and Black Rifle and everyone else. Once we're over 1,000 reviews on the K-Cups and ground and whole bean, I'll stop bugging you for it. So I'm hoping that you'll check that out today. Link in the description to both the K-Cups and our full store. Breaking: President Trump is now seeking to eliminate all taxes for Americans earning less than $150,000 a year. Let's hear what Commerce Senator Lutnick said.
Is to have external revenue. You know, the way I think about it, we all are so used to paying taxes. We're so used to it. We have like Stockholm syndrome. You know, don't stop the Internal Revenue Service, God forbid. How about this? The rest of the world leans on our economy, breathes off our economy.
Correct.
Not only is our economy $29 trillion GDP, but we consume $20 trillion a year. We are the buyer of everybody's stuff.
Correct.
We buy everybody's stuff. So who's more important? The people who sell stuff or the people who buy stuff? So we are the buyer of everybody's commodities, products, goods and services. Everything comes from us, right? Let them pay a membership fee. We all understand that model. Let them pay. How about we, you and I, and every single person we know pay less? How about no tax on tips? How about no tax on overtime? How about no Social Security? How about all those things? These are the kind of thoughts that will change America. I know what his goal is. No tax for anybody who makes less than $150,000 a year. That's his goal.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Okay, let's say the average person, let's just say you make, I don't know what the average person's salary is, $50,000, $60,000, maybe. Let's just say if you made $100,000, and right now you pay somewhere around 25% tax. That's $25,000 coming out of your checks. At the end of the year, you have $75,000. Okay. Imagine you just had that $25,000. That's $2,000 a month in additional money. Think about that. If you make $50,000, okay, and you pay 25% tax, right? That's $12,500. That's an extra $1,000 a month in your pocket. That's, that's paying off your mortgage 5 years early. That's your rent, or a chunk of it, since I'm so out of the game. I forgot that renting apartments is crazy expensive these days. That extra $1,000 a month is all of your groceries, all of your electric, your internet, and all your streaming services paid for, which you are currently paid. Think about how much that would change your life. Think about how much stress would be relieved if he even delivered half of that. If he cut your taxes in half even. These are the things that Donald Trump is focusing on trying to do. Yes, the tariffs are being used as a cudgel against him, and the stock market is reacting. I have lost everything I put in the stock. All my gains that I got in the stock market last year are all gone, and you don't see me complaining. Now, I understand if people are on fixed incomes or they're later in life, this kind of shock drop is scary. I don't suspect it to last. And if I had extra money, I'd be buying in right now. But unfortunately, I'm trying to build a new office. And all of my stock gains that I thought I was going to be able to use for that will now have to transfer to coffee sales, hopefully. And I'm working on something really cool with like signed, numbered stuff to sell to try and raise money too. So we'll see. Just think about how that would help you your every day. Tax reform isn't just paperwork. It's $2 trillion in waste getting drained from the swamp. Look at the Fair Tax Act, wiping out income tax, payroll tax, and death tax in one shot. Replace it all with a straightforward sales tax managed by the states, not DC bureaucrats. I mean, this is such a pipe dream. Like, it's hard to imagine. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to imagine this actually becoming a reality. But it is. If Trump pulls this off, we could have 20 straight years of Republican leadership. 20 straight years of shrinking a government that has gotten massive, massive, massive growth. Given that 51% of Americans pay no net taxes, it's a short putt. I mean, yeah, but even if they take your money all year long and then you get a tax refund, okay? If you get a that means they've taken your money all year long, so you've had to live every month on macaroni so that 1 month you can go out and have a steak. Nobody wants that. People want to, live life more comfortably. Here's some new polling data on Trump. And by the way, this is what Larry Elder had to say. And I agree with him. He deserves the benefit of the doubt. He's been the president for like barely a month.
The founder of the Elder for America PAC, the one and only Larry Elder. Larry, always wonderful to see you and get your insights. What do you make of the tariff fight? There's a lot of hyperbole attacking what President Trump is trying to do.
Well, the tariffs, Liz, are just part of Donald Trump's overall game plan. And I know that the markets are concerned about tariffs, and most economists oppose tariffs. But if you look at his overall game plan, which includes extending the Trump tax cuts, DOGE, deregulation, you look at everything he's doing, and I think overall Donald Trump is right that in the long run, it's going to be much better off for Americans. I think we ought to calm down, give him the benefit of the doubt. He's earned it. We know tax cuts work. We know deregulation worked because he did it in his first term and gave us a wonderful economy with very little inflation.
Right.
The other thing, too, is EPA Chief Lee Zeldin just broke the news late in the day. The breaking news is this, Mr. Elder, Larry, that he is going to roll back and get rid of 31 Biden-era climate change, environmental regulations. He's trying to unleash this. He's saying trillions of dollars in regulatory costs. And
all of this stuff takes time. You get the headline. Doge finds $80 bazillion and shocking headline, Doge, blah, 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 right? But the reality is it takes time to cut that. Then the Democrats will go to courts to try and slow it down. Then it will maybe finally 2/3 or 1/3 of the things that they've proposed will pass. 1/3 will go back and they'll have to try again. 1/3 will fail. But at the end of a year, 2 years, 3 years, that's when you see the actual results. That's when you see this kind of stuff actually paying off. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a time when the rich get richer. Like, if I had money to invest into the stock market, I would be investing right now. You know, but that's, you know, I don't, because I happen to be in the middle of trying to build a new set and reinvest in my business. Again, a majority of Americans approve of President Trump's immigration policy, but they disapprove of his tariff plan. But I think it's because most people, including myself, aren't really fully educated on tariffs, how they work, and, you know, all this kind of stuff. So once you get kind of this trickle down education, which I've been partaking in too myself, you start to understand that these tariffs, they cause some tumultuous times, yes, but you also get the long-term gains. It takes a while to negotiate all of this stuff. You have to negotiate, you have to place a tariff, then they have to place their tariff, and then you work with it. As more of these tariffs placed end up in positive negotiations, like they did with Canada, like they did with Mexico, people will start to understand that it's a process and that, you know, it's going to take a minute. But I mean, ultimately, that's going to take time too. Patience is key. Now, not everybody has time. I understand that. But eggs right now, just at a 3-month low. They were $8. Now they're down to $4.89. So eggs are down nearly 50% since Trump took over. Well, since they're of their high, I should say, because Trump took over somewhere in here. They went up. Now they're down to $4.89. Now, still too expensive. I'd like to see them back down around $2, $3, but they will be this summer. By this summer, they will be back down to $2, $3. Now, Trump threatening Europe with 200% tariff on wine, I think, is a good idea. All of this is about getting better deals for American businesses, better deals for, you know, everything out there. And I think that I would like to see more people be patient, but I understand why people are a little nervous. I believe, I trust in what Trump's doing. We're already seeing, like, look at the gas prices. Look at the egg prices. All of this stuff is coming down, which is putting more money in our pockets. If he pulls off cutting taxes on people that make less than 150 grand, etc., this is an excellent thing. It's just going to take a little bit of time. I hope you're informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.